Hello everybody, welcome back to FM24 with the European Journeyman Save. It's the start of the next season with Monaco, and we are 2 games into the season, 2 wins, as de Marseille. Let's get into it. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Save here with Monaco and fellow managers. I am absolutely delighted with the fact that we've signed Arda Güler. As I said, when we picked him up on a free from Spurs, it's always someone I've wanted to manage and never done on Football Manager, and now we've got him and he is not letting me down. We're even playing him in a slightly more reserved role. But talking of transfers, let's go and have a look at the other business that's happened this summer. So as mentioned, Arda Güler joined on a free transfer from Spurs, still worth up to £78 million, 31 years old. He is phenomenal, just absolutely phenomenal. We're not playing him in attacking midfield. He's played there at I think one half of football, but Arda Güler is amazing. I love him. There he is. He's in £135,000 a week, 31 years old. He's got a contract for another 2 years. I even think you can sell him to Saudi Arabia and get a bucket ton of money if needs be, but I don't plan on selling him. He's really good. For £4 million, rising to £7.75 million, we bought in Mamadi Youssef, who is a French young goalkeeper. He's worth up to £41 million and looks very, very handy. Bought in from Sochaux. He is our 3rd best rated keeper at the club, but is actually our backup goalkeeper and has already won his first piece of silverware at the club. We will get onto that in just a minute. For £7.5 million, we've strengthened the holding midfield or centre-back, but we're playing him in holding midfield more than anything position with Madoda Shongwe, which is an amazing name, so congratulations to him for that, but brings with him marking, tackling, concentration, decisions, anticipation, positioning, teamwork, vision, balance, fitness, acceleration, agility, stamina, strength. He's an all-round great player, 2-footed, and I think we've got a bit of a bargain there for £7.5 million. 26 years old, South African. He is in the van, and as I said, we're playing him more in sort of holding midfield, but he can help us out at the back if we're short. Very, very happy with the signing. Isn't the tallest, doesn't have the best jumping reach, so there is a concern when we partner him with a certain other new signing in holding midfield positions, but for the moment he's in and I'm very happy about that. And the final signing, yes, only 4 signings this summer, is £10 million worth, Sretan Strabic, coming in at left back to give us more options there. Crossing 10, dribbling 8 isn't the best, but plenty of speed, plenty of balance, plenty of physical natures, really good mentally as well, great determination and bravery, and good defensively, marking, passing, tackling, technique, first touch, all really good in terms of technical attributes. Very happy with his signing. His value is 9.8, so maybe we've overpaid a little bit, but we needed a left back to come in, we needed some full-back cover, and Sretan Strabic was happy to join us as a squad player, and I think is a decent player as well. 2 appearances for us so far, 6.7 as an average rating. He is in. Let's go and have a look at the players that we let go. So just looking at people that matter, because obviously there's a number of youngsters that have gone on frees and gone on loans and stuff like that. Ryan Gravenberch left at the end of his contract. He joined Zenit out in Russia on a free transfer. So they've got him at a 34-year-old. I think he's going to be okay. Only played a handful of times for us, 8 appearances, 1 goal for us last season, but did that job of filling a gap for a year. So we wish Ryan Gravenberch the best. Kankat Kalasanala, who is a player you probably won't know other than the fact that I bought him on a free and sold him on for £700,000. We bought him in because of his massive acceleration, agility and pace. I don't think we ever played him. I think he went out on loan. He did to Len. No appearances for us after being bought on a free. 31 appearances for Len. Did very well for them and got a move back to Turkey with Adana Demirspor. So probably will do very well in Turkey because he's absolutely rapid and he can dribble and cross. So he's got the makings of anything you need from an out-and-out winger, really. A similar sort of outlook for Charlie Hont as well. Bought on a free transfer from Man United. Looked like he could do a decent job. Never got any game time with us. Went out on loan to St Johnstone. Didn't do much with them, but it did prompt Wolfsburg to spend £1.1 million on him, which is money I will take because I had no interest in playing him. He was definitely someone that I bought in to spin to get money. That's what we've done. Thank you, Charlie. Also, similar to Hubert Vieira as well, a person we got in a free transfer from Newcastle. He went on loan to Lyon, didn't do anything. So we've now sold him to the other team in the Northeast, which is Sunderland, for £2.7 million. He's worth a lot more than that, but yeah, we just took what we could, was never going to play for us. Happy to just sort of flip a player for a little bit of money, and it all helps the club, right? So he's done well, though. He's moved from us, where he definitely wasn't on 40 grand a week, to Sunderland, where he definitely is on 40 grand a week. So well done, Hubert Vieira. Next up is Eirik Rengolt. We have sold for £6.5 million. He was our sort of backup left back, but wanted to be a left winger, and was getting moody that he never got game time at left wing, because obviously we've got Allard and Jonathan Rousseau. So we sold him and bought in Srecic, the Croatian left back. We sold him for 6.5 million. He's worth up to 25 million now. Clearly a good player, but has moved to Saudi Arabia, so can't be that good because no one else wanted him. But lots of pace, lots of acceleration, good crossing, good dribbling. Not very good technically defensively, but we can't have moaning myrtles around in our squad. So he's gone. I think in another day, I probably would, in another save, another day, I probably would have kept him and trained him to be a left back, and him and Stanescu would have fought it out. But he was so miserable that it wasn't worth keeping him around the squad. For £20 million, Gregory Monnier has left. The 28-year-old attacking midfielder just was not getting a sniff with Goled in the team. Chuck in Arda Güler in there as well, and he's just not going to get any sort of football for us. So we accepted a bid of £20 million, which the fans absolutely hated. He was a legend of Monaco. He's been at Monaco basically his whole career, and we let him go for 20 million, and he's now worth up to 91. So maybe I did get that one wrong. But again, I've got no time for moaning people that just stand around when they're not going to be in the first team. And if I'm being honest, Arda Güler is better than him. So, yeah, Gregory Monnier, no time for you, mate. You gone. And then the big one, £25.5 million. Ilyas Akamatch, the 32-year-old, has got his move to Saudi Arabia. When we joined the club, I said he's one of the players I want to move on. He actually ended up having a really good season for us last year, and then kept his value. So now we've moved him on, and he's earning £550,000 a week out in Saudi Arabia for Al Halil. We got £25.5 million for him. He's 32. He's a winger. He's only going to get worse at this point, and we really don't need him. We've got the youngster Sarabia, who is playing out there. We're also training Rousseau to be a right winger as well. So really, it's not a bad deal for us at all. I'm very, very happy to get £25.5 million for him. Yeah, he was very good last year, 7.17, 26 appearances, but I was happy to sell him, move him on, keep the evolution of this squad going, and that is all of our transfers done. 4 players in, £21.5 million. This many players out for £62 million. We have made the club a lot of money again, and the season has started brilliantly. So the curtain raiser was the equivalent of the Community Shield. Because Marseille won the league and cup double, it was first v second, and first took their lead, didn't they? Marseille went 1-0 up through Olsen, but we were not done there. We really turned it up a gear and scored a bucket load of goals in this one. Traore got the first from a lovely cross from Stanescu. He was then involved in the second as well, as Godin played a good 1-2. Back to Liete, back to Stanescu, Sanabria at the back post with another header. 2-1 to Monaco. Arda Güler swung in a corner. It was half cleared away. Came back to Arda Güler, laid it back to the edge. Sanabria got another one. 3-1 Monaco. Stanescu ran down the left-hand side. Looked to do it all himself. Swung in a cross. Found Sanabria with a header. 4-1 Monaco. And it was just going to get better. Yes, we conceded another one like later on into the second half. Moreo cut it back and Janssen was there for a finish. But we made it 5-2 in the, I was going to call it the Super Cup, but it's like the Community Shield. As Guy Michaud on at right back fired it across, Traore hit the post, and Godin put it in from close range. And that was, thank you very much, game over. 5-2, we beat the previous league winners, and it was a dominating performance as well. And as mentioned, Mamadi Youssef won his first piece of silverware in his first ever senior appearance in Ligue 1. He had played in League 2 or Ligue 2 for Sochaux a couple of times. Our scouts found him, we gave him a go, and he stepped right up to the first team and did very, very well. The reason he played, Malé was injured, that's why. We followed that up with a 5-1 win over AG Auxerre in the league at home, and a 3-0 win over Angers at home as well. All we've done to our tactic is tweak it to say crosses can now be mixed, because we've got a lot of tall players and good headerers of the ball in there as well. And in today's episode, we're doing PSG and Marseille, so we really should crack on into this. Now, PSG didn't even offer me an interview. But what they did do was appoint Jurgen Klopp, so they got a pretty good manager. Marseille are currently second in the league because they have started like an absolute freight train. They've scored 11 goals. I think they've actually scored 13. They have been ridiculous. A 6-2 win they started the season with. Yes, a 6-2 win and a 7-0 win. So they mean business. Now, interestingly, we've played AJ Auxerre, beat them 5-1. Or whatever it was. I think it was 5-1. Then they play us. So whilst they're playing Auxerre, we're playing PSG. Then we play each other. Then they play PSG. So all three major title contenders are playing each other very early on in the season. We're taking on PSG today and then playing Marseille. So let's get into the game because I've been waffling for long enough, haven't I? So the good thing about this is that I'm pretty sure I know how we're going to play, and that is exactly like this. Arda Güler is not playing in attacking midfield. We are playing him in holding midfield, and he has been bossing it in that position, which is great. The only change we're going to make is that Van Dijk is now going to come in to start in central midfield, which pushes Nuno Liete down to the bench, and that's about it. I like the squad we've built, the starting system. He had a better pre-season than Mortellaro, so he's got that right back position at the moment. Rousseau is in there at the moment starting over Abdallah, but we are training him to play on the right hand side if needed as well. But generally the squad's good. I'm happy with the squad. I like how we're playing. I like what we're doing. We've won 2 from 2. We've won the French Community Shield as well. The Cup to Champions, I think it's called. But it is Jurgen Klopp, the cultured left foot in League. I want you to pick up where you left off last time because we are in good form. PSG still have Musiala in there. Ryan Foxall is the best English player in the world. Remy Loriez is very good as well. And they still have Luke Berger and Zaire Emery in that holding midfield role. Got the winner, I think, last time we played them, and I bigged him up massively. They wouldn't sell him to Monaco, surprisingly. 25 minutes gone, we've not had a highlight. Oh, no, yes, we do. Michaud with a throw-in into Arda Güler, who's picked up a yellow card. Guy Michaud goes down the right-hand side, back into Arda Güler. Godin, back to Güler again, sprays it out to the left. Rousseau does well. Traore, can he beat his man? He's drifted left. He's started the season brilliantly. Stanescu, by the way. Godin, Arda Güler, Sanabria, left-footed shot. Ooh, Emery touches it past the post. And we get our first corner, which on the right-hand side is taken by Godin. He doesn't have the best corner taking, and that is pretty obvious there, isn't it? When we get them on the other side and Arda Güler does an in-swinger, it's so much better. Freitas with the ball at the back, just holding on to it into Arda Güler, round the corner to Godin. We do seem to be getting the better of the play at the moment. Sanabria's there, glow cross, Traore, oh, he's got to score. I am having my half an hour break without my arm dealy on, my arm brace, and it's feeling okay. It's not feeling too bad. We're in about a week into the rehab and stuff like that, doing lots of exercises for my elbow. But yeah, the brace will be back on any minute now. I tell you that. So I'm not going to say I'm happy. We've been the better team. Just keep going. Let's give them a little bit of encouragement as well to say, we can do this, boys. We can do this. It's only PSG. And they are actually not starting very well this year. They're down in 8th. Throw in Guy Michaud into Sanabria. Michaud back to Sanabria. All the way back to Arda Güler. Into Sanabria again. What a move. This is from Van Dijk to finish it. His second goal of the season, 20 yards out, and he's fired it into the bottom corner. What a move that was, by the way. Some lovely football played by Monaco. Sanabria to Michaud. Michaud back to Sanabria. He turned round to Güler. Güler back to Sanabria to the edge of the box, and Van Dijk is there to fire it past Emery. 1-0 Monaco. 60 minutes gone. We've got a throw-in. Stanescu to Godin. Forced backwards, but Freitas is an option. He goes out to Guy Michaud. As Sanabria just gets out of his way, gives him license to roam forward. Michaud just holds it up into Arda Güler. Arda Güler, he's scored 2 goals this season, Arda Güler. Both have been penalties. He's got 2 assists and 2 goals in 3 games. And I think 1 assist is a corner. Both goals are penalties. As Alvaro comes forward on the wing, dinks out a cross. Now they've got a penalty. Brilliant. I mean, it didn't look like a penalty. It's being checked by VAR. It will be given because they always are, yeah. And I don't want to complain about big team favoritism and stuff like that. But Loriez is over the ball, And, oh, Malay nearly saved it. Went the right way, but an hour gone. 1-1 here in Paris. And our lead has disappeared. I'm not going to watch a penalty again. We'll skip that one. So just after conceding that goal, we've made a double change. Abdallah and Slemčević are coming on. We do need to keep an eye on fitness. Guy Michaud with a throw-in. Back to Arda Güler. Into Bayens, who's not having the best of games. Up it goes to Godin. Good touch. Oh, Zaire Emery. What a tackle that is. Bayens does win the header. Van Hoek. Güler. Lovely ball over the top. Godin! Oh, I hope he's onside. It looked very, very close. The linesman hasn't got his flag up, so it's just being checked naturally through VAR. And it's 2-1. What a goal. Lovely stuff, that. Great tackle from Zaire Emery there. Bayens won the header. Van Hoek into Arda Güler. First time pass to Abdallah. And then Godin's on the volley. Lovely finish. 2-1. Corner ball. Godin to swing this one. Abdallah over the bar. Not the best header. But it looks like the game has swung in our favour again. I think, oh, hello. Let's just watch this free kick from Bartolovic. Swings it in towards the back post. Headed away. It falls to Alvaro Stanesco. Good tackle. Still bouncing around. Van Hoek with a diving header. Clears his lines. Gerrard is there. Zaire Emery into Johansson. Johansson goes back to Emre. Not sure why Donnarumma's not playing today, but he got voted goalkeeper of the year last year, and he's not in the starting lineup today. Maybe Klopp doesn't fancy it. Musiala out to Bartolovic, into Morea, who's picked up a pocket of space in off the post. Great finish. And it is 2-2. And just down the other end we score. We had a good chance from a corner. PSG peg us back again. 2-2 this time. That is disappointing, because I was about to take off Bayens. Not having a great game at centre-back. We're going to bring him off. Bring on the new signing, Shongwei in there, or Shongwei. Looking out. Let's do Guy Michaud for Mortellaro as well. Some fresh legs. And we'll do Stanescu for Strabic as well. So 3 of the Mac 4 being changed, which is quite a bold thing to do as a manager. But our wing-backs are very, very important, and their fitness is crucial to how we play. So let's give some encouragement to the boys. That's it. That's all our changes done. Marseille and Auxerre are currently 0-0 as well. So both teams at the top of the table dropping points at the moment, although it is actually Rennes who are leading the table at the moment. But as the time ticks down, 5 minutes of injury time to go, it's been a pretty even game. Auxerre have taken the lead over Marseille in the 91st minute as well. That is crucial for the league title race, because I imagine it's going to be us, PSG and Marseille at the top come the end of the season. But it's 2-2 here in Paris. Not a bad result. I don't think you can ever be pissed off with a draw against PSG away. So, Sremčević has just come to us moaning about not enough first-team football, and Fenerbahce have made a £32 million bid. And I'm going to accept it, because I think we can go out there and buy another striker for who's better for £32 million. So, Tumasi, yes, you can go as well, to be honest. Look, if you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here. See you later. You got no one interested in you either. You're a free transfer. Love to make some money on you as well. But we are now in the market, potentially, for another striker, because we have Emmanuel Troyo, who is clearly our first choice striker, and then Juros Sremčević, who's probably going to move into Fenerbahce. So, yeah, we do sort of need someone to play back up to him. So that is someone on our radar. Okay, I'm absolutely heartbroken. I went to look at Sveni Koopman, who is transfer listed by Real Madrid, and I would have paid 41 million for. He's moving to Rennes. He's moving to Rennes. I don't know how they've got that agreed for the 2nd of the 7th, but he's moving to Rennes. That is so irritating. I'd love to have snapped him up. Love to have bought him in. It's because they've got him on loan. No wonder they're top of the bloody league. They've got Sveni Koopman on loan. Gutting. Okay, we found a striker called Dragan Puric. Our scouts have done a bit of scouting, found him, very high potential. Not completely developed yet, but we don't need a striker that's completely developed, because he's going to be playing second fiddle. He wants to be a future prospect, so we're happy with all of that. We'll probably just give him what he wants, other than anything to do with pay rises, because I'm a hard, mean bastard. But for 8.5k a week, I think we'll get him in. We're not going to loan him back to you straight away, because what I really, really want is for him to be playing competition with our second team striker, I think it is. Yes, Tony van Aeschot. Both will have decent potential. or very good potential, and both have lots of room to develop. So I think we're going to have both of those in the first team, and they'll be rotating in terms of performances and seeing how they get on. Hopefully, obviously, if the striker signs. We have Marseille in a couple of days. See you there. Alright, so it's game day. Rennes have just beaten Lyon 3-0, which is ominous for the rest of the league because Lyon was second. I can't believe they got Sveni Koopman on loan. I was wondering how they turned their fortune around, and it's all because of one player. But we're taking on Marseille. Guy Michaud has celebrated his new contract by picking up an injury, so he's going to be dropping out. Van Aschot will be going on to the bench to replace sub number 7. That's where it is, sub number 7. To be replacing Sremčić, who has moved to Fenerbahce in that big money move. We're going with the same starting lineup, I think. Maybe we'll drop Rousseau. He didn't play very well. Let's play Abdallah, and we'll show that there is room for rotation in this squad. That is something I want to do more this year, is rotate it a little bit more, get a few more people in, and see how we go. So Sami Martins is a pain in my arse. He scored last time we played them in the league. Obviously, we beat them in the Cup to Champions, whatever it's called. And I want to say I expect nothing from a win from our home matches. No matter who we're playing, we're not playing at home. We're playing away. Did I read that wrong? I must have read that wrong. But it's a derby game. Let's see how it goes. Corner ball to Marseille. That's an awkward shadow over the pitch, isn't it? Quinoez swings it in, headed away by Abdallah. Friarat is there. It's not over yet. Sal shoots, defended, blocks. Sanabria heads it away. Soyuncu into Charini. Olsen, it's 1-0. Arvid Olsen gets his second goal of the season. Puts the home team and current league holders 1-0 up. Marseille enjoying their start to the season here, but Monaco know it's not over. We know that we can fight back. Chiarini into Olsen. It was a really good touch from Chiarini to flick it inside. Really fooled the defender. 1-0 Marseille. They have definitely had the better of it so far. Now, we could go more attacking and go on the attack, but I want to see how this plays out for a bit. Okay, 30 minutes gone. We've only had 3 shots, so we are going to go on to the attack and see if we can take this game to them as they get another highlight. Firat with a throw-in. Sial into Quinoez. That's a good challenge. Stanescu just kicks it away. Mortellado back to Olsen. Good clearance from Friatas as Chiani's on it again. Friatas, another good header away. Abdallah can just flick it on to nobody, really. Olsen puts it in. Silla with a header. Janssen, he's got a second one. Jonas Janssen scores. It's his fourth. It can't be him because it's his 4th goal of the season, so someone else must have scored the first one. I'm getting all my names mixed up. Martin kept it alive for them. Charini into Olsen. It was Olsen that scored, didn't it? Silla, it was Friatas that actually won the defensive header, but 2-0 down. This is very annoying. I knew I should have started the season showing you the bloody Cup to Champions and showing you how good we can be in this bloody save. Abdallah, ball through to Godin. Godin does have the ball here. Turns. Van Hoyk. Arda Güler shoots from range. Good save from Batamanga in goal. Just one. We just need one goal to get back into it. Arda Güler with the corner. Now, I promised you better deliveries from the left-hand side. It's not that much better. Arda Güler. Sanabria. Stanescu does get it back to Arda Güler. Keeper punches it. Janssen flicks it onto nobody. And Friatas tries to keep it alive, but we're not going to see any of that. We've actually had the same shot, same on target. Their XG is much better. But that is disappointing, isn't it? That is disappointing. Point the finger, show me something else, you absolute bastards. And we're going to be ruthless here. We're going to be ruthless. So, we're going... I say ruthless. We can't be too ruthless because we haven't got that... Or we've got a lot of defensive options. Right. We are going to move Arda Güler out to the right-hand side. Sanabria is going to come off to be replaced by Shongwei over there, which means you two then switch over. Abdallah's going to come off for Rousseau. Do I bring on the young striker? No, we're not going to do that just yet. I want to be ruthless, but not that ruthless. And we'll go from there. With 2 substitutions and a kick up the arse, hopefully it improves our team's performance. Hooked 2 players off at half-time, getting 2 other players on to try and improve our fortunes. This is... Well, it's annoying, isn't it? More than anything. It's annoying more than anything. 56 minutes gone. Come on, demand more. I should berate them, really, but we'll demand a little bit more. And this is what I mean. As soon as our wing-backs can't get in the game, we do seem to struggle. Right, there's not long left to go. 25 minutes. Traore off. Van Ayer shot on. The youngsters coming on. And in terms of match rating, Stanescu's having a shocker. Stanescu off for Strabic, and we're then going to go... Which way around do I want to do this? Yeah, let's go wing back attack, and then we'll drop you to inside forward support, and let's get you as a playmaker out there. You can stay on attack as a playmaker, and we're just going to mix that up a little bit. See what we can do. We've been better in the second half, but still not creating enough chances. Mortellaro, Arda Güler, back to Mortellaro. Van Hoyk, Mortellaro crossing, looks for Godin. His header's over the bar, hits the roof of the net, and that is not ideal. Really is not ideal. Come on, berate them now. 2-0 down, 20 minutes to go. 14 shots to 9, 7 on target to 3. Marseille have had 3 shots on target and scored twice. That's so depressing. It's so depressing. 10 minutes to go. I'm sort of out of ideas. This is... We need Marseille. Marseille slipped up against Auxerre. Marseille are now beating us. We drew with PSG. It's all going to come down to the PSG v Marseille game as well that's happening next week. But we'll have to wait and see. 87 minutes gone. Swadogo goes back to Botomanga. Stenberg. I mean, Marseille, playing PSG and Marseille back-to-back away from home is pretty tough thanks to the fixture scheduling. But it is what it is. We're going to come away with 1 point from both games, which is disappointing. But I don't know. I feel like we've shown enough that we're still definitely in a title race. As Quinones goes down the right. He sort of left the ball behind there, but it worked out really well for him. Firat's there. Good tackle. No, falls down. Still around. Sawadogo shoots. Mallet with a decent save. And with a few minutes to go, it looks like Marseille have got this one wrapped up. But yeah, disappointing. But we've created quite a lot in that second half. Making the aggressive changes and bringing off underperforming players and being ruthless with the subs, I think, has helped. Martin, his shot is blocked. Chiarini won't keep that one in. It will be a corner. But yeah, we're just... I don't know. We've brought in a very good holding midfielder to be a bit more of a destroyer in there. Maybe that is what the system needs a little bit more. Maybe Arda Güler in there in these sorts of games isn't ideal. He has struggled in today's game. Maybe we do go for that midfield partnership as Xionghui and Van Hoek in the really big games, and Arda Güler and Godin can sort of battle for the attacking midfield spot. But you can see there Marseille did end up edging it. The XG for their 1.96 is 2 goals is fair. We probably should have had 1. But yeah, disappointing really. Disappointing. So it does see us drop down to 8th in the table. 4 games played, 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 7 points on the board. It's not utterly dreadful, and we have only lost to the team that won the league last year, so yeah, not dreadful, is it? And we've got a pretty nice run of games now. Nantes, Nice, Bastia, Le Havre. Then we've got a big game against Rennes, Metz, RC Lens, Guingamp, Lyon coming up as well. But yeah, they're all winnable. Maybe the Rennes game. Maybe we'll come back for that Rennes game because it could be quite fun to play against Svenny Koopman. But again, I do want to keep this progressing forward. So we'll see what the fixtures do for us. And we'll see how it goes, really. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're doing it. If you are enjoying it, please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.